Alright, so it's finally here, as you saw in the thumbnail, in the title. 2.0's here. I can't stress that enough. I woke up early because I didn't see it while I was asleep, but you know what I'm saying, like I woke up early. I tried to get this video up as quickly as I could because this is big news. I'm just going to jump super straight fast into it. There's 5 new features here. Okay, here we go. The first one is that for those of you who have had issues, or not issues, but just wanted the feature to be able to back stuff up and not use another custom firmware as it was, you can now back up your NAND. You can dump the whole thing. You can also restore the NAND, clearly, but then there's also GPT repair, so that you can fix the different partitioning on your NAND if need be. That's more for the tinkerers, right? So you definitely need to know what you're doing. The homebrew NSP compatibility, we're aware that people have been making their own homebrew into NSP files, which may or may not be the official way that Nintendo creates NSP files. So Team Xecuter's introduced support for that, and it makes it work nice and neat on SXOS specifically. So if you're running SX Gear with an SXOS license, or SX Pro obviously with SXOS, or if you're just booting it your way through a computer, it'll work with an SXOS license, or if you're using one of those third-party dongles, that works too, to help with everything I've talked about so far and the rest of the stuff I'm about to talk about. Layered FS is now working on 6.0. It was slightly there before in 1.9, but it's a lot more rounded off now. You should not have as many errors. If there is still some you can reach out to them and they should be able to maybe recreate the issue that existed and then patch it out for 2.1 SXOS whenever that comes. And I miscounted. There's only like 4, but this last one is the big one. This last one is the reason I got up, showered, put my day face on, and made this video. And that big thing is ImmuNAND. It is here. I think this is a big deal. I think this is the biggest deal because up to this point, Team Xecuter has kind of been making stuff based off of other stuff. And back in the day, like the PS3 days or what have you, these companies that were making dongles, they had something that the free custom firmware community wanted so bad, which was backup loading, but all that the scene could make was stuff that did not have backup loading, or at least it was not anything that was easy to do if it worked at all. So everybody had this highly coveted, world of PS3 dongles that they wanted to crack. They were all determined to crack because how dare somebody make money off of something like that, right? SX Pro has kind of been behind or at the same pace as everybody else. This is the only way to load XCI files currently, but that was the only thing that they really had. But if you could load NSP files the other way, then it wasn't that highly coveted, right? Well, now they have ImmuNAND. ImmuNAND is here, and I really hope that somebody can crack into SXOS. Sure, yes, we can do stuff with it now currently, but somebody actually takes it apart and actually puts a part of it into their custom firmware, because Team Xecuter seems to be doing something first. It does work differently. It doesn't save a copy of the NAND onto your SD card. It saves it onto the actual NAND, because that increases performance and you don't have to worry about 32 gigs on your micro SD card being taken up. There's more details to it. I'm going to leave those in a link in the description. Where it is. Everybody knows how YouTube works now. That's it for this video. It's big news. Read the link, because it has a lot more details than I can remember. I don't want to have to keep looking at the screen for the details. So have a good day, guys. Enjoy your full ImmuNAND on 6.0.